Builders, man. Jared here, CEO and founder of Franchise Opportunities, or as we like to call it, Fran Ops for short, where we are focused on helping you franchise your future. I am so pumped about this interview today. When I first got into franchising, when I came across this brand, man, I like instantly fell in love with the look and the feel and just the vibe of this brand. It is professional, it is modern, it is slick, it is eye-catching. It's something that will make you go, if you have, I mean, you already saw the logo up front, but it'll make you go, like, I gotta check out what this brand's about. And this is what so many have already done. They are one of the fastest growing emerging brands in the space. And we'll get to their story, but they have rapidly grown over the last 12 months. And I'm excited to kind of unpack that with you. This is actually the nation's first dumpster alternative in this space. It's a low cost of entry. It's a recession proof. It's a low risk, minimal staff. And you get complete support operationally, marketing-wise, and we'll get into all that as well in just a second. So, man, I am just pumped to bring you this brand as well. And so at the very end of the interview as well, I'm going to show you just a little bit, like a short clip of what kind of their marketing has looked like and done for a current franchisee already in operations. And so you can kind of get an eye, feel, a vibe of what that might look like as well. So, man, without further ado, let's get into it today and talk about Mobiledumps.
Whether you have household junk, construction debris, or yard waste, Mobiledumps is your dumpster solution. You simply schedule a delivery of one of our custom 14-yard mobile dumps, and we deliver it where and when you want it. You load it at your convenience, no pressure. When you're finished, we'll pick it up and haul it away. It's that easy. A mobile dump is big, the equivalent of approximately 8 pickup trucks. Mobile dumps are easy to load, with swing open back doors and a low deck, so you can quickly and safely put things in. Having wheels, the mobile dump can be maneuvered into tight spaces on streets, in driveways, or on job sites with no permit required. And unlike heavy roll-off dumpsters, the mobile dump won't damage your property. Cool! Now let's talk about cost. Mobiledumps offers fixed price services. As long as you stay within our generous weight limits, you know exactly what you will be paying. No subjective estimates, no pressure to book, no pressure to load. Pick your mobile dump service. Schedule it, we deliver it, you load it, we take it away. So don't wait to get rid of your junk or construction debris. Schedule a mobile dump today.
So good. And so without further ado, let's welcome in the CEO and founder of Mobiledumps, Cam Morrison. Cam, welcome to the Facebook group for elite entrepreneurs and empire builders. I'm excited to have you on board today.
Jared, nice to be here, and thank you for having us with me. I look forward to talking to your group. That was one of the first videos we ever did. Still holds up. Your intro videos were quite impressive also. So
well, thank you for that. Yeah, no, it was good. I love that. Get kind of like in real, like a minute, gives a real snapshot of kind of what to expect with Mobiledumps. So we're excited to learn about a little more about you and the brand, the details. So let's just start there. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thanks, Jared. So kind of been a lifelong entrepreneur since college. I had a small corporate job right out of college and kind of knew that wasn't for me. Got into some real estate stuff and developed some convenience stores early on in my 20s. That rolled into being an entrepreneur in a produce distribution company. Then I got back into real estate, and then I became a franchise of a company called Smartbox, which I think has lent a lot of value to what we're doing now, because I really do look at things kind of through the lens of a franchisee, not just the franchisor that we are now. So lifelong entrepreneur. And I wish I knew where I read this. I know I read it early on, but I've lived kind of my entrepreneurial life by it is, if you have an idea and you do not act on it within 24 hours, you never will. And that doesn't mean actually doing it, but it does mean research it as much as you can, see if competitions out there, etc. So I've always kind of, when I've had ideas, started immediately to research it and see if it's a good idea.
Wow, that's such good wisdom. And I feel like that, I mean, that's the first time I'm hearing this, but I feel like that's got to be true. I can't imagine. I don't even know how many great ideas I've left on a napkin, and like how much money have been spent, just wasted and thrown away. Or like even how many entrepreneurs I talk to that are like, yeah, I'm thinking about franchising, or I'm thinking about getting into this, and then do nothing with it. And now months and months and months, and now years have passed.
There's two things to that.
Nowhere.
Like, you got to be a little bit crazy to start your own business, but you do want people to shoot holes in it. You want people to tear it up and tell you how bad of an idea it is. True success stories kind of, some ideas are bad.
That's true. That's fair.
Some ideas might seem bad to other people, but if you believe in it and you execute it, that's being an entrepreneur.
Wow, that's so good. Well, and this one is not a bad idea. So tell me a little bit about Mobiledumps then. What is it? What does it do? We've saw the video up front, but give us a little more detail about what it does.
Yeah, thanks, Jared. So we are not a junk company. We're not a roll-off company. We offer a dumpster alternative, somewhat of our tagline, and we act as a roll-off company. So we provide roll-off services bins using a different asset, a 14 cubic yard dump trailer. And we have used short durations, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. When I had kind of the moment of, all right, this is a good idea, really thought more of a residential use, kind of a non-intimidating way for a residential consumer to get a roll-off that is an alternative to a roll-off. Rusty usually, and the use of it for a residential consumer would be getting their home ready for sale, decluttering, weekend warrior projects, etc. And then using the dump trailer as the roll-off, on wheels, not going to damage property, can fit in tight spots, etc. So that was kind of how the idea started. Always knew for a successful business, you have to have good brand. You have to have good brand.
So true.
And, really focused in on Mobiledumps as the name of the company, but then the image of it, the colors, the type of equipment we use, etc.
Oh, it's very eye-catching. It, like when it's sitting in a driveway, and you viewers, you'll get to see this at the very end as well, kind of a clip of what the truck and the roll-off looks like too, like not just cartoon, but you'll actually see a part of it. And it's just so it's like, when you typically look at a roll-off in a driveway, you're like, oh, that looks really crappy and junky. This does not. This looks sharp. This looks like, you look at it and you're like, oh man, I'm going to take a double check at that bad boy.
It works. And the Mobiledump name kind of tells what we do. We don't have junk in our name or dumpster in our name. So it resonates, our equipment, not only is it well imaged and branded, but we have one of our values is keeping our stuff clean. That's very important. So that's, the brand, and then keeping your equipment clean, and then having new equipment, kind of best out there type equipment, is what we focused on.
So good. Okay. So, you've caught our attention. Some of us are like, this sounds interesting. It sounds simple enough. Like what kind of owner are you looking for? Tell us a little bit about the franchisees you have, or the ones you're looking to bring on.
We want franchisees that have hustle. We want franchisees that have sales ability. It is proven, if you have those qualities and are disciplined, you'll be successful. And, not only in the Mobiledumps world, but really in all business, building relationships is paramount.
Crucial.
So that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, that's how businesses thrive. That's how you find success, is relationship, is with other people. So yeah, if you're lacking in just like basic human social interaction skills and really those sales techniques as well, might not be a good fit for you altogether. But then, so let's say there's people who that fits them. That's their vibe, right? So then tell us a little bit about the investment opportunity itself. What's the entry? Is there a minimum maximum investment range? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'll speak of some other kind of business fundamentals about Mobiledumps first that makes it attractive for prospects.
Yeah.
One is the low cost entry you mentioned earlier. Two, the low staffing requirement. And then three, no big real estate entanglement, no storefront, no industrial warehouse lease. So those are the three things that are, make this, give you a comfort level when you're making a lot of our franchises are first time business owners. So I think that gives them comfort that, they can do all this on their own as they start to scale.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong too, but it feels like it would be really enticing that what you're investing into is an asset of yours.
100%.
Right?
Our equipment is valuable, durable equipment with titles. It's not equipment that has one use. So it's valuable. That stuff holds its value too. So I think our owners really appreciate that.
Yeah, it's got to be enticing for sure. So then tell us a little bit about the investment itself. What's it cost to get into it?
Yep. So our franchise fees range from $25,000 to $45,000 based on population. Okay. We encourage all our owners to have at least $15,000 to $25,000 in working capital for marketing expenses, fixed expenses, etc. Then you buy the equipment. The equipment can be financed or bought. Our initial investment in equipment is anywhere from $100,000 to $125,000. And that's it. You need a parking, a place to park them. That can be anywhere from $0 to $500 a month. As I said before, not entangling lease commitment. Can be your home, can be a piece of property you own. We can be a bolt-on business to another similar type business with some synergies. Those things make us very intriguing to not only first-time business owners, but also other franchise owners that you want to bolt on another brand to their existing brands.
Do you have any examples of that? Like, do you have any current franchisees that are bolting that on? Like, give me, tell me, visualize what that might look like.
Yeah, so we have a crawl space repair company in one of our locations that also is a Mobiledumps brand.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah. I love that. What does so outside of they fill out a qualification assessment today, they get started in this, and then we realize this is a legit entrepreneur. They would be well qualified to be a Mobiledumps owner, and we introduce them to you and your team. What does the process then look like for them to become a franchise owner in your system?
The best question. So first of all, we have a qualify the lead with just a phone call. After that, we do send out a request for consideration, which to me, it gives them homework to do. If someone's really interested, they're going to make the effort. I think that's very important.
100%. Yep.
So they do the RFC. We review it, see if they qualify. Then we have a founder's call with me, just to get to know them more, kind of go through the RFC, ask questions, more of a kind of a, get to know each other, see where they're at. What are they, do they have a full-time job? Are they going to start this as a part-time, et cetera, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I tell them the story of Mobiledumps and that call. So, and then we send out the FDD. We do not do anything more until they sign the receipt of the FDD. And then we do some market evaluation and analysis, kind of see what territories they're looking for, what they look like. We, since we're new, we can tweak some territories to better fit our new owners. We're able to give some right of first refusals. And then we do dump site reviews, competition reviews, and then we send out legal. It's a bit, we can get someone from start to finish, in 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, nice. Wow. So this could be, and then what's the runway look like then to be up and running after you guys come to an agreement?
Yeah. So we schedule training, which is 2 days in Richmond, Virginia. Excuse me. We have some optional training that's in market, which is focused in marketing. That's paid for by the new owner. And that's for owners that, don't really have a sales background, aren't real sure of themselves. It helps them give themselves comfort in kind of our talking points, how
Okay.
we react to questions, where to find our customers, that kind of thing. So that's offered. We also do on-site, we visit the dump sites with the new owner, to show them exactly how they're run, how to use them, the etiquette, all that type of stuff. All that's done in training here in Richmond, Virginia also, but it's an additional step we do. It's been very valuable. We do in the market, and then they order equipment and can get open, within 4 weeks after that stage.
That's great. So if I heard you right, then you're saying that like even if someone's like, man, I think I can do sales, or I have done it, it may not be like my top thing. Like part of your onboarding system is to help better build that confidence and prepare them for that role that will be needed in this franchise, right?
That's right. And
Wow.
you have to believe in your business to sell your business. We can
Yep.
tell early on if someone is shy, skittish, not able to do that. I mean, we ask questions, some probing questions on sales ability. One is, if you're in your Mobiledumps truck at a gas station and there's a flooring company on the other side of the pump, will you engage with that customer? Will you get a handout out of your truck, introduce
Yeah.
yourself? Hey, I'm Jared. I am Mobiledumps here in Topeka, Kansas. We're a dumpster alternative. This is how we're different. If you are unable to answer that question in a positive way, then you're probably not a right fit.
Sure.
If you're personable and believe in yourself and believe in your business, that's what we want, and we
Right.
can train you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's incredible. What other kind of support do you guys provide along the way too? Even whether it's up to launch or post launch. I've seen online a couple things, and it just seems like you guys push really well the support that Mobiledumps offers to franchisees. So tell me a little bit about what they can expect.
Yeah, besides, I mean, I wouldn't say standard, but the basic kind of marketing support and the digital side,
Okay.
local landing pages, SEO, help you set up your business service listing, all that. One of the new things we're going to start doing is kind of having some SEO packages, kind of,
Yeah.
bronze, silver, gold, adding local city
Okay.
pages, things like that to
Gotcha.
help push you on the digital side. And then besides training, we're really into engagement among our owners. We have some different types of engagement. We have a monthly marketing call. We have our beginning locations. We have weekly calls with, 2 or 3 locations that are kind of in the same stage of growth. And then, for locations that have stalled a little bit, we have, re-engage them and have weekly calls with them to get them back scaling appropriately. So,
Oh, wow.
we are all about engagement, all about
Yeah.
talking. We have a message, a group me account that is highly active. And then, on our end, we are also actively looking for national accounts to put orders in all markets.
That's so great, man. And that's what I want to hammer into right now, elite entrepreneurs that you're listening to here live or at a later time too, is that kind of quality support that Mobiledumps offers. Like that's not every franchise. And my intention is I'm never going to put a brand in front of you that I don't believe has that kind of support and system in place to reduce the amount of risk already inevitably involved in franchising to help you find future success to franchise your future. And that's why I'm bringing Mobiledumps to you, is because of how proud they are of the system that is proven and is currently in place to help those franchisees succeed. Do you have any, in fact, success stories that you can share with us, kind of celebrate some current franchisees?
Yeah, Jared, and just a note on what you just said. I totally believe in everything you said, but it's not a difficult equation, right? If our locations
Yeah,
aren't successful, we're not successful. So,
so true. Yeah,
and being a franchisee, I think helps me look at things in the right way. And that's
yeah,
building businesses together so we both win.
yeah.
One of the big success stories we've had is our Houston location. They came on board about a year ago, scaled very fast. It's a partnership. Both owners had full-time jobs. One general contractor, which actually does help some built-in business, and then an overall
That
kind
makes
of
sense.
understanding of the waste dumpster side of
Right.
what we do.
Hmm.
I think that helps. So, within about 6 months, they went ahead and, saw the scaling of this, saw the trends they were seeing, bought San Antonio. And then they recently, 3 months ago, bought Austin. So within, now a little bit over a year, they're in 3 markets, saw the trends, saw what we were doing, was validated, and they've grown.
Wow. Rapidly. Did you say, did they start? Because you can start with just one truck and three dumps, right?
One truck
So is
and
that
3 trailers is what we start everyone with. And,
Yeah.
obviously we want you to add trailers. One truck can operate 6 trailers, and then you need to get another truck.
Gotcha. Do they have any, like, what are they shooting for this year? Like, with that kind of growth already last year, what are they shooting for now this year?
Yeah, so they're up to 8 trailers in Houston. They're looking to double that, and then increase their other locations by 2 or 3 trailers also. So they're doing things the right way. And
Good for them,
what we've learned kind of when we proved the concept early on is, once you start scaling, and then that second round of scaling goes faster, and the third round goes faster. And that makes sense because we're 70% commercial customers. Mm-hmm. You get traction. You're stacking up contractors as your clients. You're executing more equipment in the market, more eyeballs on our logo. You scale faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exponential growth. It multiplies pretty easily when you get the wheels turning. So, yeah, it's so good. Why? You've given quite a bit to chew on, but why should an elite entrepreneur consider your brand over some of your competitors? To be honest, I don't even know who your competitors would be in this space, but why should they consider Mobiledumps?
The beauty of what we're doing right now, we're the only company doing it on a national scale. Will there be some followers? Probably, but we're really focused on being the leader. We've planted our flag first. We're, always improving and enhancing everything we do. We'll try things. If they don't work, we'll stop and we'll pivot. And I'm talking about mostly on the marketing side. We've proven our model in the commercial space. I think there's a lot of room in the residential space, but for, a sophisticated entrepreneur, the $60 billion waste industry is never going away. It is proven to be recession proof. I'm no economist, so I don't know if that'll continue to be the case, but it's proven to be the case. And we're a very simple model. We do one thing, 3 different durations. Some of the things I said before: low staff, low cost. We are different from roll-off companies because we act as a restaurant with our short durations. We're turning our assets over like a restaurant, generating more revenue per asset than what you can in a roll-off business.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's so good, man. And elite entrepreneurs, any of you that are hearing this, like, if you're looking for an investment that is a first to market kind of concept, simple to operate, simple in what they provide as a service, with a low entry barrier, like, I don't know, quite little, you'd be hard pressed to find something better than Mobiledumps. And so today, like, I want to show you just a quick clip before we wrap up as well, just kind of what Mobiledumps, again, kind of an ad they put together too for one of the franchisees. So you can see that, you can kind of look at what a truck and a trailer kind of look like, put your eyes on it. Just the slickness and uniqueness of it too, the modern look of it, and you get a feel for that yourself. But then get started today. Cam even mentioned up front, like, man, if you have an idea and then it goes past 24 hours and you haven't moved on it, you're never going to. And so if this is of any interest to you, like, start today with the qualification assessment. I'm going to drop that in the chat here when we're kind of rolling this video, but fill one out today. See if this is a good fit for you. See if you're a good fit for them. And if so, we'll introduce you to Cam even this afternoon. And we'll get the ball rolling right now for you to make 2024 your year of success. So, man, Cam, genuinely, before we show this, I just want to say thank you for your time, your wisdom.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, your heartbeat for franchising and for helping others succeed. It's just it's intoxicating, man. And what makes me want to do what I do as well is just helping business owners, people become business owners and pursue their dreams of business. So, man, for real, thank you so much for your time. Everyone else, I hope you enjoy this. Next week, is we have rescheduled our original call with Aaron Rinder of Legato Living. And I can't wait to show you that one. I know we had to reschedule that one a few weeks ago with an emergency that came up, but we got her back on the calendar. So that'll be next Wednesday. And so put that on your calendar as well. Until then, until next time, Cam, we'll see you later. Elite Entrepreneurs, see you later. Enjoy. Take care.
You could make 8 trips to the dump. Or you could save yourself all the hassle and just get a mobile dump. You schedule, we deliver, you fill it, we take it away.
That would have been a lot easier.
Mobiledumps, the hassle-free dumpster alternative.